Alright, we are out of control here. This is fantastic. But I think that, I'm looking at, like, all of the units and stuff, right? And, like, I look at, like, livestock. We got a lot of these things. It's a little bit out of control, actually. So I'm thinking that I might want to, like, cull this a little bit. Because we got so many, right? We got a bunch of these goats. We have bearded cavern keats. We have so many bats. We have so many dogs. We aren't getting a really good set of dew beetles. I'm kind of worried about that. I was really hoping to rely on them, but you know, it's sort of all fine overall. So I think what we might actually do is we might actually mark a few things to be butchered because we're doing so well at this point. It's sort of not the best. And also, so we have this, you know, thing going on here. I've requested that Vutok show up, and the trader is requested at the depot. So we're just waiting for Vutok to show up there. Now, we're waiting on more furniture to be, I've ordered it, but it hasn't been built yet. So we need to get more things going on there, but at least they're moving at a good pace to smooth all the walls, right? So that will take a little while. And I've also rezoned this area down here as our hospital. So we actually have a hospital now. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let us discuss your situation. That's fantastic. Oh, and we're going to save. But I am always sort of unimpressed by these guys. I really only care about getting trade tokens and stuff because everything else is just sort of, you know, laughable. We're actually producing a good sum of stuff to the point where I suspect we could probably start exporting food. Like exporting food, especially if you have an ocean, that's like the best, right? You could just start pulling stuff right out of the ocean and everybody's like, oh, I love your crab. You're that famous dwarven fortress that produces crab. And you're just like, oh, it's so good. We're restoring things there. Let's, you know what, let's go ahead and build one of these toxicology labs. I think this is awesome. We can also finish up this area down here. You can see that this was never really quite done. And this is the other second workshop down here. So let's go ahead and let's do that, right? Because that's definitely something that we want to get done. This one's going to be a little bit more of an open plan design. I tried to be a little bit more, you know, creative with this design, but honestly, I just find it really limiting. Like I'm never going to smooth that area. And in return, oh look, we're making some jugs. Fantastic. I could see little dwarf going down there. Who's working on the jugs? You know what? Let's better know a dwarf in our fortress. Who's working on the jugs? Vutok, our broker, is working on the jugs. Well, don't worry, traders. As soon as, you know, we finish up with this, Vutok's gonna get right on that. The archaeologist has discovered something. We have another archaeologist, by the way. It's fantastic. We're growing in all these things. So, okay. We should probably continue to cut gems as well. I still don't really fully understand how we can, like, cut a gem. But we can, you know, cut a bunch of these. We're gonna need 4, 5, and then we can, you know, try to sell those off as well. The archaeologist has discovered something. Can we zoom to that location? No. So the archaeologist has discovered something, but, you know, I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. All right, so we're doing okay on this. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Okay, it looks like Vutok is gonna make some more jugs of that. Well, okay. Fantastic. I think that we are going to maybe kill a few of these things. Now, oh gosh, how did I even do that? That's right. So look, we got a bunch of these female goats, and we could afford. We could, you know, we could make this. We could slaughter 1 or 2 of these. So let's go ahead and slaughter 1 or 2 of these, just to really make sure that we've got lots of delicious meat. We got so many leatherwing bats. Okay, let's just. Oh man, and these piglets. We don't. We could slaughter them, but we don't need this one. Oh, God, there's a shaggy named Risen. I don't even know what half these things are. Oh, and there's that stupid plump helmet. At least it can't breed. At least we can take solace in the fact that there won't be any more of those filthy, disgusting plump helmet men. We got a bunch of mole weasels too. They're all boys, so we can get rid of a few of those. So let's go ahead and mark those for slaughter. And now we're just gonna, you know, let nature take its course. And by nature, of course, I mean, you know, we're going to butcher a bunch of stuff. That's fine though. We can do everything that we need from the comfort of our outdoor butchery shop, which I think is around here somewhere. Did we never even rebuild it? That may be the case, that we never actually rebuilt it because, you know, why would we? Let's see. Ah, no, here it is. We're going to have to go ahead and bring that sucker in for slaughter. Someone will get to that eventually. Yep, there they go. Boom! Been slaughtered. And now we got all sorts of amazing things to take down there. All right, we're going to kill so many animals, but it needs to be done. It has to be done. You can't get too angry about this, right? And it looks like the rainy season is kicking back up. So, you know, things are progressing at that rate. Meanwhile, we've got a ton of these things, so we should probably start splitting these into planks. So we need to first do lots of rough tree trunks, and then we're going to turn those into planks. Yeah, that'll be great. Let's get someone out there taking care of business, doing things that need to be done. And yeah, generally things are going along really well for SilverSplashed. That said, I am a little bit worried about our defense. Our defense is essentially go 100% turtle, which is not the best. I mean, it's a viable strategy, but we need to be a little bit more. It's just slaughtering weasels left and right. How are we doing on our mechanisms? We made 2 so far. And the entire time that we've been waiting, someone started by making 2. That's fantastic. I'm so pleased that we've got at least a few mechanisms in the pipe, right? That is reassuring. Dwarves, get with it. At least we've got some, you know, jugs. So now can we extract? We still can't because we need more jugs. Things are going really slow on the jug production. I mean, we can turn out like a whole set of copper armor in like 20 minutes. We're like making enough brews and food to feed a small army of dwarves. We're training military, you know, and yet we can't make mechanisms. I mean, it's nuts. I guess part of it is because we're making just a ton of other stuff, and everybody who can make those things, maybe it's time to designate a new mechanisms maker, because we really need someone who can do mechanics. Let's see. This is just something that's got to be done. They're not going to be fast at it, but anything is faster. Yeah, because look, we really don't have like anyone who can do mechanics at all. It's pretty much only Lalna, and that is not the best. So is there anybody who's new to the scene? Is there like a fresh young like mechanic? They want to prove themselves, and they're like, look, I can be amazing at this. Okay, so we got actually, who's this? This person looks like they'd be amazing. Liara would actually be a ideal mechanic. So Liara, congratulations, you're drafted. This other person over here would be a good mechanic. Who is this? This is Vutok. Vutok, you're too multi-talented. Vutok, you're too multi-talented, and I can't allow it. And then there's another Lalna. It's weird. That's like, I don't know how I did that. I made 2, but now we have LividCoffee and Lalna. But actually that's fine, because if you know the plot line for them, you know that basically they're all clones anyways. So it's no big deal. Who is like the least awful at not doing anything else right now? Because look, we got like some people who will be bad at it. I don't know. This person's like as bad as it gets, aren't they? Well, I mean, this person's not so bad. Who are they? That's Kosoth. Okay, that's what you're doing it. We need more mechanics. You're the least bad option. Get to it. And can't we just have babies? Like, you would think that babies could make really, really refined mechanisms, right? Because like they're oh wow, Vutok was so busy that we never even got to talk to the merchants. Guys, I can't believe this. Vutok, are you serious? That you're just like, nah, I'm making pots. I guess there's no... Okay. Here I was all excited to trade, to get valuable things. But no, Vutok's like, I'll get to you once I'm done making these pots. Oh my god. How are we doing way down here at the bottom? So we still haven't managed to dig... Oh, you know why? Because there's no connection between here and there. Let's make that connection. Yeah. Oh, no wonder. Let's get some people down there. Maybe we can actually find something awesome before there. So we should have a bunch of mechanisms now, so I can finally build the traps. Can we have any cage traps? Yeah, we have some cages left over. We'll use some mechanisms. Now, I think we have some leftover mechanisms here, too. And we have a bunch of heavy green glass stuff that we made earlier, so we're going to toss one of those in. We're going to toss in... Oh, wow, we could just, like, put in a warhammer. Just a big copper warhammer. That's awesome, actually. A giant granite pump mechanism? No, sure, let's trap that up. Yeah, and then a copper warhammer. Yeah, I guess, you know, yeah, I'm going to put those all in. There's just toss some copper longswords in there? No. Copper pistons? Yeah, no, this is done. We're done. That's fantastic. That's going to be the worst thing to walk through in the world for any joker who thinks that they can, you know, sneak in our fair base. That's just not going to work for them, is it? No. No, they're going to come through there, and they're going to be totally balked by that. And then all our military is going to be like, ho, 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 you thought that you were going to be able to do something, but no, you're not. All right, let's go down to the bottom. Are you guys going to be digging? You're supposed to be dwarves, you're supposed to be fast. Gosh. Oh, well, at least we're doing pretty well overall. I mean, like, our food situation is under control. This area is almost smoothed out. We're working on the tables. We've got our mechanisms in play. We're working on our jugs, which, I mean, I guess is... We just need to make a bunch of this stuff. And then, yeah, we don't actually have any jugs yet, because evidently Vutok is crafting this from, like, I don't know, the dawn of time. Yes! We have discovered the magma sea. And raw adamantine. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this. This is adamantine here. And so there are these great spires of adamantine all throughout the magma sea. And we have found one of the legendary things. Now, the coolest thing about this particular formation, rumor has it that there is amazing candy to be found in the center of these spires. Specifically, unless you're ready for quite the situation, you shouldn't go there. But look at all the adamantine that's accessible, we'll be able to access from sort of outside. We won't penetrate this sort of sacred layer here. We're going to leave the spires untouched. But we can safely kind of nick around the edges over here, over there, and get some adamantine, which is really, really exciting. In fact, this is such a holy event that maybe what we should do is, gosh, can we build a shrine to thank our gods? I think that there's like, yeah, there's like a monastery we can build. We can build a shrine. We actually have a few religious dwarves. So let's build a shrine right over here. We'll make it out of marble. It should be beautiful, right? And we're going to build another one, I think. Can we build an altar? No, we need candelabras for that. What about a temple? We need 6 candelabras. What about a volcanic oracle? We need candelabras. But how big is the monastery? Holy crap, that's a massive thing. But let's build another one of the shrines over here symmetrically, and then we can build other religious things. But yeah, so we're going to build these here to sort of, you know, round things out. And hopefully that will allow us to give praise and thanks and eventually work towards working the adamantine. Yeah, there we go. Whoa! Look at this! Look at this. Xephos is just hanging out by that, like, holy crap, look at all these. And there's like a person... It looks like something out of like Final Fantasy, doesn't it? Yeah, like, look at this. This is Shrine of Armok. Can we have a new task? We could just pray. We could pray for hard metal, soft metal, cotton, glass, rain, wool, silk. We could just pray for booze. I mean, dear Armok, god of blood, god of bone, I want to get drunk. And you understand this. Oh no, Arrow, you're withdrawing from society. You have a reclusive... Oh no. Oh, that's not good at all. They're gonna be... That's a bit of a problem. Arrow, I don't want you to go completely out of it. Okay, well, let's go back down here and let's see what we got here. So that's gonna open up right... So that's right there, right? And now, where's our delicious adamantine? There's one tube there. And there's just pure, like, malachite all around here. This olivine. So the other really exciting thing about this is that we can use this stuff. What's this? Warm Slade. Huh. Slade, huh? I don't know what that is. Now, what the heck is this? What do my dwarven senses detect? Fire snakes. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's like monsters in the lava. Well, I mean, so we can actually build a base down here, and we should, right? Because what we want to do is make an environment where we can take this amazing lava, this amazing stuff, right? And we want to use it for our own purposes. In fact, this is sort of perfect right here because we've basically found this area right above there. We can dig out a huge deal, all this stuff, and then we can use it to stop using fuel to smelt things. We can come down here and smelt huge supplies of things. So hooray for magma.